Okay, guys, this video is going to lead you through the initial procedure for the lab. Um, so I need you to follow along closely. So right now you should have this video open. Check out my gigantic cursor so you can see it. And your partner should have their computer open right next to yours. And you should be following the steps that I do on my computer on your partner's computer. So the very first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to open Safari. So go ahead and open Safari up. I'm going to go ahead and full screen mine. And you need to type in this address. So you're going to go goo.gl slash capital R, capital N, lowercase n, 1, lowercase h, 6. Okay, so we all see what I just typed in there. I don't know if I can zoom in. It's not letting me zoom in to make that bigger. I'll also put this on the board in case you want to see it. But that's what you should go to. Hit enter. Now notice this takes you to a video, okay? You don't want to play the video from here. What you want to do is go up here and click this little button. See how when I highlighted it says download? I'm going to click download. And what that's going to do is it's going to download it. So it actually put it in my download folder. Hey, and it opened it up. I don't need it open right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close it. I'm going to go now to my Finder because I want to find that video. And it's going to be in my Downloads folder. And see, there it is, my very most recent thing downloaded. I'm going to take that, I'm going to click, and I'm going to drag it over. And I'm just going to drop it right there on my desktop. Okay, so now it's easy for me to get to. All right, so there's step one done. Now the next thing you're going to do is go to your Launchpad. And you need to open up Logger Pro. You all should have Logger Pro on your computer. If you don't, let me know and I'll help you get it. All right, so there's Logger Pro. Now for Logger Pro, the first thing I want to do is go up to the very top, go to Insert, and I'm going to insert Movie. Okay, so in the past we've done video capture. We're not doing that today. Today we're going to do Movie. Okay, so now I need to find that movie that I just downloaded. So I'm going to go to my desktop, and we'll see, look, hey, there it is. It's the very first thing on my desktop because I just put it there. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that and click Open, and you're going to see that now Logger Pro has this movie ready for us to use. Now I went ahead and filmed this video with one of my cameras because it's better quality than the camera on your computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the cursor here, and you'll see here we can actually watch it once. Click play. So there's Mr. McSparron dropping a basketball. Cool. Sorry, I had to run back and forth because it was just me. So I'm going to go ahead and if I can grab it, I'm going to drag the cursor. I'm going to drag the little thing. Cool. To just before I drop the basketball. So I still want my hand on the basketball. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click forward one frame at a time. I can get it. There we go. All right, so I'm going one frame at a time. Now look at that, I just dropped the basketball. That's where I want to stop. See how my hand just came off the basketball? I'm going to go over here to my tools, and I'm going to select my dot tool. Okay, so if you remember this one lets me mark the position of the basketball as it falls. So I'm going to make my first mark right there, and notice that it advanced me a frame. So in the past, we went a mark and then 5 frames. I don't quite want to do 5 frames. I want to do 3. So I'm going to go mark and then 1, 2, 3, and another mark. And a mark. So 1, 2, 3, and a mark. 1, 2, 3. And a mark. All right, so you guys should get the hang of this. Now pay attention to what's happening in the marks as I go along. Looks to me like they're spreading out a little bit, getting a little bit farther apart. That's kind of important. And I don't think, nope, so it hits the ground. Definitely don't want to make a mark once it's hit the ground. So there we go. I've got my marks for the path of the ball. Now, once I've done that, the last thing I need to do in the video is see how I've got a yardstick taped to the front board there? The reason I did that is so I can tell the video how far or what the distance is in the video. So go over here and click this little ruler. So see the one that's highlighted? It looks like a ruler. And then I'm just going to draw a line. See how it's making that green line? Draw a line on top of the yardstick. And see how this says distance 1 meter? So that's exactly how long I just made it, is 1 meter. So I click OK. All right, good. Now this is in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Page, and then Auto Arrange will rearrange things so I can see it better. So there we go. I'm auto arranged. All right, cool. And for some reason it does that. All right, good. So we see I've got a graph, but there's sort of two parts of the graph. I see this blue and the red. Well, right now it's showing the X and the Y. So remember, Y is up and down. So it's how the ball is moving up and down. X is how it's moving side to side. Notice that the X is flat because it's not moving side to side. But the Y, we've got a shape to it because it's moving up and down. So really right now, all I care about is the Y. So I'm going to hover over the Y and click. And now it's going to give me a bunch of different options. And I want to change to, I don't know why it's not letting me see that. Click to choose. Okay. There we go. I want to change it to just Y. So it took the red dots out, and now I just see the blue dots. Okay, good. Now the next thing I want to do is go up to Insert, and see, it gives me a bunch of options. I want to insert another graph. And now this is nice. It automatically gives me a Y velocity graph, which is exactly what I want. So I'm going to go Page and Auto Arrange to make it all look nice. Cool. Now I've got my position graph. Remember, it's the Y position now because it's up and down, not side to side. And I've got my Y velocity. If this doesn't say Y velocity, just click on it and change it to Y velocity. All right, so I can see position versus time and velocity versus time. Now, the very last thing I want to do is I want to click on my Y velocity graph, and I want to go up here to this button right there. Do you guys see that one where there's sort of a curve with a line straight over the top of it? I'm going to click on that button, and what it did is it drew a line of best fit for me, which is exactly what I want to see. And actually, man, that might be really good data. Sometimes see if you've got like one here at the very beginning and one here at the very end that seem like they don't really fit. What you can do is you can just select the dots that look like they have a nice line, and then you can put that line on them. Oh, and that's a great number. Okay. And so what we want to see here, your sheet is going to ask you for this M. See the M slope equals negative 9.948. I want you to write, you're going to write down what your slope is for your data. So you're going to do all this same stuff, but you're going to do it on your own computer. So that's it now. Now you need to go back to your page and answer the questions underneath.